Welcome to Chinatown. This is gonna be something a little bit for this one, as we're inside of the Chinatown Model Railroad. As we're gonna be starting at this out, entering inside of this one with Milwaukee Road. At this night, we're gonna be entering inside of their ones. As we find ourselves for in front of the lanes, as we got a huge lot of things we got for some kind of freight trains everywhere. And looks like this is something go wildly premium as well. As you're gonna be jumping inside of the station, we got some steam engines, streamlined coaches. Everything since is absolutely pretty sounds pretty though as well. We're gonna be doing a little bit for a very good choice. I have a lot of choices to get, and exactly we have to start to do for passenger lane, and we're gonna be doing for freight lane as well by using some trains or some other times as this well, as we're going to be using for a dark choco milk as well. We're going to be literally that we're going to be using for. I don't want to choose for someone for just a little bit, as we came by that we're going to be doing our first facts as well, not doing by the same time. But I just going to be recommended that we're going to be using some passenger coaches. Let's do not so premium as well, as we're going to be using for the 45252 as well, as we're going to be using for just a little bit. And some trains are absolutely came from the numbers, as we have found themselves for B units in ourselves, as you're using for some kind of for a freight trains and box cars, even though it's other side, as you're going to be pressing the cell for. Otherwise, let's use for this the number 430, as we're going to be using for a little bit of straight model for themselves. It looks like a passenger vehicles or some passenger cars are absolutely coupled up, and we're ready to move on. And looks like even just going to be doing for a right side of the rails, as you need even though to get, as we're going to be doing for our right route. Looks like we're heading on to this strategy. But looks like somebody just gonna be heading on to the railroad crossing. As you hear amongst the whistle though, as you're gonna be hit the bell, as we hear some kind of realistic though, that train is absolutely gonna be going fast enough for just a little bit once again. Heading towards for 15%, looks like the train is coming along. And it should be gonna be coming a little bit for this one. Until we're gonna be heading on for this one, and just gonna be holding on to the whistle as before we're gonna be taking for a long steps, as I just jumping out of the piano as well. And that was some kind of just a little bit weird going on, as the train is gonna be taking a little bit for slower, I guess. Will not be showing against a little bit for against us, as using for Pennsylvania coaches along with them. As long as we're gonna be get there as far as we can by using so fast, but how long that we're gonna be getting a little bit. And gonna be hitting towards for 20% per throttle. Looks like the train will be taking a little bit one time until I won't able to get see for anything like this. As the train will be approaching, I'm just gonna be using the camera mode available, as looks like it does sounds pretty realistic though, as you're using for some headlights on, as we turn on for just a little bit right now, as we holding around for some kind of whistle for just a little bit once, as we're pulling away from this one, as we're taking around inside of that subdivision. So it looks like we're gonna be hearing this out, as we need to make a little bit closer to the whistle that we never guess. That whistle is absolutely pretty loud as well, but looks like I need to turn out for this a little bit way, as we're gonna be heading onto the speed amounts of this one, and the railroad crossing just went on. But looks like we're heading out for its first couple of times, and first miles we're reaching out for a little bit aggressive for this one. I just set the volume into 6, which is make possibly that we're gonna be hitting throughout for loud times as well, as we're pushing away, and a lot of things that we're gonna be doing whatever it is. As the train goes speeding, up to 40%, which is a little bit faster. But one thing is, some cars are just scratching a little bit slower. But whatever it is, it's taking for some time and a little bit of moments that we're gonna be heading to this out. As long as we arrive at this one, as we came by into another situation or strategy, looks like the track had to lead us into the entry of the track highway itself. As we're gonna be pushing around for this one, and it should be taking a long minute to do like this. Once the train has finally came out of the tunnel, looks like the train is gonna be speeding a little bit for this one. And the bell is still on for it, and we're absolutely hearing this out for the whistle. And looks like the passenger coaches are still along with it, and I just absolutely used for the camera mode on. Exactly, it was too realistic. It's almost gone realistic as well, because it's some kind of just a little bit once as well. Once we hear the whistle, which is just possibly loud. And looks like the train is now even a little bit far away. Let's turn off the camera mode on. Looks like the train is going to head down south into higher speeds until we're entering for the modeling club as well. There are some other loud diesel and steam locomotives. There must be one truly powerful steam locomotive is the B&O. But looks like this train is by itself is going to be by their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines as well. To make the highway loop is even possible by taking on long in service, but it should be heading out for this long term service. It should be gonna be heading to out for 100, and looks like it's just not able to get things a little bit close. But unfortunately, this is some kind of just a little bit for own size. Looks like it does not absolutely gonna be taking for a little bit for this size. As the train comes speeds at 100%, as it's gonna be doing a little bit for once. As the train succeeds to 100% per throttle, looks like the passenger coaches are just a little bit really fast as well. As we can see for this whistle and turn off the bell. As we came by an extreme fast as well. As you can hear the whistle behind this as well, as we came far as a little bit aggressive for this one. And the last car just went by, and looks like the steam engine is making itself really fast as well. But looks like the train got a little bit pretty fast as well. But possibly that ship might able to get extremely fast while pulling the Pennsylvania coaches, modern and the history ones as well. And by the time inside of Creme Republic, now it should be not gonna be returned, and most of all, that train cannot able to return by himself. As we're gonna be doing this once again, we will return the train back into its own size, as in order to return the train back into its own station, it might require that we're gonna be completely that we're gonna be doing to good to go, as we possibly that we should able to get around for himself. But looks like before we're gonna be end of this video, looks like we shift back into this one until the train arrives onto this one as well. Going on the right side of the rails is even possible. Whenever we do, the train will turn and head over for the return. As even though the train goes on return, but sometimes it will be absolutely we're gonna be doing as such as pretty a little bit soon. But very soon enough, we absolutely find ourselves that we're gonna be finding our ways as we entering inside of the subdivision. Looks like there must be the passenger train now. Since that train has gotten wrong in the left side of the rails, the train needs to slow down a little bit, for it came back into the right side of the rails, unless this is kind of unnecessary it was. But until we just might able to slow this train down, until it's absolutely gonna be impossible that it should not able to get around here as well. Not possible that we never say that this train will be decelerating at this time. We'll be heading on to 85% to 72% as well. As we came a little bit fast, as we need to decelerate even slower. It's not possible that we never meant to do this, as whenever we do, that the train will be arrive at this moment. And looks like here comes the whistle right now, as the train whistle will get closer, and which will be gonna be sound loud as always. And looks like here comes the train now, as a little bit in camera mode, and here comes literally right now. And I think the train got a little bit stuck. Unfortunately, this thing might able to get around here, and exactly that sounds like unerased warning of this whistle train. Now, this is some kind of just a little bit crazy, but necessary as well. As we're putting back into some kind of this before we end of this video, let the train might able to get a return and fully that we're absolutely having a fun trip with this one. As the train goes into the 50% down here as literally as possible. But unfortunately, we will end for this video literally fast. If you enjoy for this some kind of one video, as the train will be fully stopped for this time, as we're gonna be doing for just a little bit of having fun for this one. And inside of this is some kind of a little bit of monstrosity, and we'll have a full stop, and against this one moment, until likely the train has fully stopped for just even on time. And that's it. We have to set into the 0 and let's get out of here. But before the end of this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And this game is in the description about this game. So I have to leave before it's gotta be closing time for this one. So thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell. And exactly how the game is in the description below before moving into the next time, as we absolutely never say that before. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you in the next Tuesday.